Hello, YouTube, and welcome to part 20. 20 already of Horizon Forbidden West with a Therapist. If you've made it all the way to part 20, you are awesome. So thank you for making it this far. Thumbs up, comment down below, all that fun stuff. Follow the links in the description. I love when people come over and say hi in my Twitch chat because they're like, oh, hey, I usually watch you on YouTube, but I wanted to pop by and say hi. I love that, so please do that. Would love to have you over here sometime. It is wonderful to have such support around this. Please share it with people that you think might benefit from it or enjoy it. I do not know where we're going to go tonight. I do know we're going to go chase after the dude we were about to chase after at the end of the last episode, but where we go after that, I don't know. So strap in. Here we go. Go to the gouge. That's not that far away. Be interesting to see what this guy's all about.
That must be the gouge. Looks like an old mine. There's a lot of debris around the entrance. I swept in there during the flood. I'm gonna have to clear some of it to get inside. Well, time to head in.
Come on. You got a visitor joining us for the playthrough today. Lay down. Okay, I can just climb through there.
Okay, let's see where this leads.
Just jump down the random mine shaft, Aloy. Woo! Oh, shit.
Take it easy. You must be Kentok.
Oh. I was an outlander, no my name.
Natika sent me to find you. The soldier you saved told us you were swept away by the mudslide.
So, he made it. Good. And Natika. She came back.
Yeah. She was on her way back to talk to you when the mudslide happened. She's looking after the survivors now.
It was my mistake to deny her discharge. A soldier is supposed to sacrifice for the good of the tribe. Looking back now, she was right. I didn't want to let her go. The chief's guard will gain an invaluable soldier. At least after all this, I won't be in the way anymore. I can tell you know a fatal wound when you see one.
Been around for a lot of them.
My service to my clan is done. So, leave me.
No, you're not going to die down here. There has to be a way to get you out.
There isn't. I tried to climb out. It's no use. The walls are too slick.
Water's coming in. From the surface? But not from where I came in. There must be another source. And if I find it, and open it up... You might not be able to move Kentok, but I think there might be a way to move you. Hey. Hey! I need you to stay awake. I'm gonna take a look around.
You're just like Natika. Relentless as a fireclaw.
And you should be used to it. Just sit tight. I'm going to get you out of here.
such an interesting, like,
That waterfall must be coming from somewhere.
these types of moments are always really interesting to me because it really does bring up the question of when do you get to be in charge of the way in which you go out? Like, Aloy doesn't have to convince this guy to survive. Like, if he's laying down here and he's like, look, this wound is fatal, I ain't getting out of here, let me die. Like, you're presented with a bit of a weird conundrum, because if Aloy believes he could survive, she might have to ask him point blank, if I can find a way to get you out of here, do you want to survive? If he says, like, no, I'm good, let me go, get out of here, don't put yourself at risk, let me die down here, I've made my peace with it, we're cool. Who are we to tell him otherwise? Like, to blow through that boundary is Aloy kind of making it about Aloy. And even if it is because she's seen so many people die in front of her and doesn't want it to happen again. Now, this guy saying, you know, you're being stubborn and, okay, fine, I'll stay awake, means maybe there is a part of him that wants to survive, so this is okay. I find the conversation fascinating anytime we're presented with this type of situation, because we all tend to have a certain morality clause ready to go on when people should or shouldn't die, or what kind of autonomy they're supposed to have over it. And if Aloy's going to put herself in danger here for a guy who said, let me go, that's a real calculation she should make.
I need to get higher up to figure out where it's coming from.
But it's a video game, so we're gonna do the quest and we're gonna help him. Can you reframe it as making sure he dies with family? That's not my call to make. If he says, let me die down here, who am I to decide that dying with his family is better? Maybe the guy hates his family. I don't know. Maybe there's like some cultural thing that says if I carry him up there and he dies with his family, he didn't die with honor because he didn't die in the place where he got injured. I mean, that to me feels more like we're pushing our shit on him if we say, well, let's let you die with your family. Now, if he said to me, I would like to die with my family, if there's any way you can get me out of here, I would appreciate it. Cool. Like, that's fine. But otherwise, like, no, I don't think that would be a good enough reason for us to break his boundary there. I don't really know at all what would ever be a good enough reason to break his boundary there, unless he passed out and didn't say specifically, I want to die. In which case, you could make the argument that he didn't necessarily consent to death or life, so you make a judgment call on it. But, you know, let me make sure you're with your family. That's me putting my own priorities and bias on
Water's
him.
coming from that vent.
Not everybody wants to die around their family.
There must be another source.
You could ask. You could. Except, unfortunately, I don't have that dialogue option. That's what I mean, right? Like, if he says, I'd like to get out of here, if you can, then cool. But he didn't say that. He literally said, let me die. Let me go. You know, Aloy tried one time, essentially, to be like, no. And then he didn't exactly, like, push against her, but...
Reach the other side.
Could she have inferred he didn't want to die because she said the walls were too slick, meaning he tried at some point to get out? Potentially. But again, that's where you want to communicate. Because the thing he said was, you know a mortal wound when you see it. Let me die. You got to take people at their word. People screw up interactions a lot when they try to interpret meaning from other people, often because you use your own biases to interpret what other people are trying to say, rather than leaving them to speak directly to whatever it is. You got to go with what people tell you, not with your own projections and BS that makes it more complicated whenever you
The
can.
waterfall I saw down below should be coming in from somewhere around here. Gotta find its source. Water's coming in from there. I can use the fire gleam to break open that wall. And this whole place should flood.
That seems quite
The raft
dangerous.
Kentok's on should float right up to the top.
Or it won't, and she'll drown him. What a terrible way to go if that was the case. Like, if this didn't float up and he just drowned.
I found us a way out. Almost there. Hey, stay with me.
Tallneck.
You tell her yourself. She said you're a stubborn fighter, so keep fighting.
That said, if he does want to survive, what Aloy's doing is good. Just keeping him focused and awake.
Kentok! You wanted me to tell you. The blade answers only to the hand that commands it.
He would say that every time we sparred. Sometimes as an insult. Other times as a compliment. But I guess he was right. It was always my choice to stay or go.
I'm sorry you didn't get to make amends.
So am I.
What will you do now?
I'm not sure. Bleeding Mark has a chance to recover. And once that's done, I could join the Chief's Guard. But I have to lay him to rest first. With full soldier's honors. Aloy, wait. You saved my comrades, somehow drained the entire village. I want you to have this.
Thanks. And good luck. Whatever you decide.
Okay. So somebody in the YouTube comments asked me if I would be willing to do a mental health topic video on being around people when they die frequently. And I don't know that that's the kind of topic that I could do a full lecture on. So in lieu of that, I'm going to take a second here to give my thoughts on it, given the fact that Aloy, throughout these two games, has been present for the last breath of so many people. Death is a reality of life, which I know is a super cliche thing to say, but death is scary to a lot of people, which makes sense from like an evolutionary and survival standpoint. Death is the antithesis to life. So if your biological mandate is to survive, then death is something you want to avoid at all costs. Because humans have a prefrontal cortex and we have all this language and sophisticated understanding of concepts like that, we don't just necessarily experience an aversion to death itself, we experience an aversion to the thought of death. Because we can think about mortality in an abstract way that other animals, as far as we know, cannot. So, when we're around death, when it happens, there's an ich that comes along with it, because when people die, they decompose, and there's like all sorts of bacteria and shit. So like we're basically wired to be averse to like corpses and stuff, because if there's a corpse there, it means something might have killed it, which means we should stay away. So there's like this whole like biological thing going on for you when that happens. And then we have the additional symbolism we make out of that. And the way that you react to death is going to be highly dependent on the way that you've been socialized around it. It doesn't make it necessarily any easier to have a logical way of looking at death, like the medical model of death, which is just that, like, it's part of the gig, people die, it's a biological process, etc., etc. Like, even if you approach death in that way, it can still be difficult for us to manage it because we see people. And when you think about it hard enough, and it doesn't take that much effort to do, you realize that, like, Kentok, for example, maybe he's like in his 40s. He lived 40 years. He interacted with people, his environment. He made relationships. He had interests. Like, he's a full person. And in that moment, he's gone. Which is such a, like, extraordinary thing to consider. In the blink of an eye, all of that is just gone. 15 minutes ago, that guy, you could have talked to him and he would have said to you all these things about his history. You could have said, like, you know, what did you do with the tribe? Who have you been with? He'd tell you all these stories. And then 15 minutes later, unavailable, dead, never to be accessed again. That is trippy. And so if you're around that a lot, the way that you make sense of it can be a pretty big deal in terms of how you cope with it, because there's a heaviness to being around death. So you have to focus on the way in which you cognitively respond to it. The thing that you absolutely want to stay away from is personalizing it, looking for patterns where patterns aren't necessarily there. Like for Aloy, the pattern, so to speak, is that she's been present for the death of a lot of people. If Aloy's not careful, she might start to think that her presence has some sort of impact on whether or not people will die. And if she gets up into her head about that and really thinks that she has something to do with this, she might become averse to talking to people and to being in their presence when they're struggling or whatever. Or she may think that she's like the angel of death or whatever it may be. And that's not going to be good for the way that she builds up her own internal characterization. So sometimes you have to be careful with boundaries around that. Like perhaps you might have to take some time away from scenarios where you're going to be exposed to it. You have to be careful about the narrative that you weave about yourself relative to death. And you also have to think about death as being something that you accept as part of the biological process of life. Some people have a spiritual way of trying to make sense of that. Some people think of it as just the mechanics of, okay, you die, you return to the earth, and boom, that's it. It really depends. So it's a really tricky thing to be around, and it's an experience that, unless you've ever been in that scenario, you don't really fully comprehend what it's like. A lot of people who have been around somebody who died will tell you that you can feel death. You can feel something change. And it's this like deep biological aversion to being around like corpses and stuff. Like it's pretty trippy. A lot of like nurses and stuff will tell you that. Like if they're in a room when somebody dies, it's like, holy shit, like I can feel the energy of the room shift. Pretty wild. So for the person who wanted me to elaborate further on that, those are some of my thoughts about it. Aloy seems to have become slightly desensitized to it. All right, give me 1 second to fix my microphone, because some people are telling me that there's a high whine to my microphone, and every time I've had this happen, I've had to unplug the wire and then plug it back in. So give me 1 second to do that, and we'll hopefully that will solve the issue. Okay. Hopefully that made a difference. It happens every once in a while, so. Thank you for letting me know. So I didn't have to go the entire VOD with that and have people in YouTube comments going nutso-wacko about it. Glad it's an easy fix. Yeah, me too. I'm glad that I remember what the deal was. Ooh, sunken cavern. The gouge. Let's do some spelunking. So interestingly, somebody in the YouTube comments told me that there's apparently an accessibility feature for this for folks who are afraid of deep water, where essentially, like, they will make it so that Aloy can't run out of breath even if you haven't gotten the contraption yet. And I think that's pretty neat that they have that. It's like thalassophobia or whatever, like, setting. I love it. Right, how do I get up there?
Skin stings in this cold.
None of these walls are climbable. There's got to be a way to get up there. Maybe not. Oh, shit, there's a cauldron up top. I guess we can go hit that up. Might as well, right? Just love how distractible everything is. Like, you're like, all right, cool, I'll finish this mission. I'll go walk over here. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Wait, what the hell? What is... Unknown plowhorn site. I have a mission there? Alright, we'll hit that up after I get done with this cauldron. Oh god. Come on. Yeah. Let's go.
Must be the ground made of metal that Tallneck soldier mentioned. Looks like a cauldron door, but it's different. There's no way to hack it open. If I can find some other way in, I should be able to get data to override some new machines.
Always a different entrance. Oh, look at this.
As if, I wonder where this leads.
Oh, you can hear the thumping down there.
Okay, steady my breath. What's next?
Oh god. Okay. Ooh, baby. Oh, Hopefully some big rocks don't fall on me. Cauldron
This must be
Iota.
the cauldron I couldn't get to above. Looks damaged. Earthquake must have hit it.
What's up, homie? Yeah, yeah. It's a chicken hawk. These guys are nasty.
Chicken hawk.
I used to love Foghorn Leghorn and the Chicken Hawk when I was a kid.
I'm a chicken hawk.
I don't think I can make that jump. I don't think I meant to make that jump.
Those forges. I might be able to climb them to get to the other side. Looks like I can hack into this.
Oops.
Should be able to climb these.
You. Yeah. Alright. Oh, man. It's like they don't even reuse assets on these, man. Oh, there we go. Okay. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Thank God everything in this world glows yellow. Oh boy. Okay. Down, down, baby. Oh shit, no, no, other way, Aloy. Down. Ooh, come on, come on. Aloy! God damn it! I don't know what angle to take with this. Come on. Come on, Aloy. Dude. No! No! Thank you. God damn it. Okay. Down we go. Jeez Louise, man. No! Oh, God. Aloy, you're killing me. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Whew. Sometimes I wish I could just hit a button and have her automatically do that. Oh, shit! Okay. Can't walk through that. Duh.
That looks like it can get me up to the vent.
Let's go. Up we go. Come on, Aloy. Up. 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 Come on. Damn it. Oh yeah, you're right, Chaotic. If I played on the easiest setting. Oh shit, it's a Tallneck
So
place.
that's what this place is making. A Tallneck. The
Whoa.
earthquake must have interrupted the process.
Dude, what if that thing gets mean and I actually have to fight a Tallneck? That would be insane.
Just have to expose the core and get those overrides.
Whoa, dude. This thing's gonna get mean.
Well, that can't be good.
Oh, what's up? Waka, 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 waka. Armadillo? Is that an armadillo? What are you? Armadillo. It's a rollerback. How about it? Heavily armored transport machine that can launch into a rolling attack. Its gravity generator allows it to reattach armor plates after they've been torn off. Oh, it's a dillo. We got a big old dillo here. Woo!
There it goes.
Yeah! Oh, she's a squirrely one. Oh! Holy Christ! Oh boy. Whoa! Dude, this thing's badass. Gorilla really decided to go all out with these enemies in this one.
Okay, time to get those overrides.
Woo! That was cool.
Time to get some machine overrides.
Override Leap Lasher, Glint Hawk, Lance Horn, Long Leg, Claw Strider,
More incomplete overrides.
Sky Drifter, Bellowback, damn, Ravager. Dude, we are killing it, Aloy. Look at all this. Snapmaw, Rollerback. Holy shit! That was close.
Seems to be a Tallneck blocking this platform. I'll have to find a different exit.
Okie dokie.
Wings holding up. Looks like there's room underneath the core. Maybe I can squeeze through.
Oh gosh.
Easy does it. Fall.
What do I gotta swim? Holy crap! Oh, okay. There we go.
That looks like fun.
Yee! Oh boy. Get up. Get up.
Almost
Oh
there.
boy. Come on. Ah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ah!
Let's not do that again. Come to the machine. How did I do that alone? Oh!
Okay, can't go out that way. Thank you.
These vents should get me across. If I time it right.
Okay. So much parkour. Yeah. Oh god, come on, Aloy. Come on. Oh god. Oh god. Oh boy. I screwed something up. Maybe I can salvage it. Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay.
Looks like the only way across is up.
Is up. Yeah. Yep. Oh gosh. Okay, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Come on. Dude, this is intense. Woo! Okay.
That's why the cauldron won't release the Tallneck at the core. It's missing its head. If I can attach it back to the body, I can unblock the exit.
This is cool. I love that these are like really variable in terms of what they provide. Like we don't have to fight some giant huge. Well, I mean, we fought a boss, but like I like the concept of this. Damn it. Whoa, where did you come from? Oops. Alright. Figure this out. It would be cool if we fixed the Tallneck and then the Tallneck like becomes the Tallneck that we use to analyze the area.
I can drop down if I time it right. Now! Jammed.
How'd you get in there?
Yes!
Yeah! Whoa, now we float on magnets over? Dude. So badass. Don't ruin this for me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-uh.
Company!
Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Jump off here. Maybe, wait, do I need to hit that override over there? Maybe not yet. It's telling me to go this way, so we're gonna go this way. Up.
I think I can hear the head being repaired.
Is that right? Yeah.
It's in place. Big guy's fixed. But that metal arm's keeping it in place. Maybe if I override the Tallneck, the shockwave will break it free.
So we are gonna override it. Sweet. Up we go. All right, big fella. I'll help you out.
Nothing.
And the power's out. And it's back on. Yeah. Up we go. This is so badass. You kidding me? What? What a set piece, dude. Holy crap.
Feels good to breathe some fresh air again. You isn't too bad either.
And we're off. Wow. And it clears out the area. That's so cool. Well, that was really neat. All right, let's see how Salt Bite's doing. Oh shit.
I could use fire against it.
I ain't trying to fight y'all. Yeah, both cats are passed out right now. What's up, guys?
I need your recipe. I will get sick. I could fillet a rabbit in under a minute. What do you think I could do to you?
Cool, more people that like to fight with each other.
Red hair? Keen eye? Big spear. Those ingredients mean a Nora warrior.
What you said about your food making a soldier stronger, do you believe that?
You think soldiers are the only ones with skills? Blades aren't just for war. Slice up the right ingredients and you'll be stronger in the field. With the correct preparation.
Your friend doesn't seem convinced by your claims.
The people here would stick their heads in the ground and drill out their dinners like grazers if they could. But I'm convinced if I show Hakata here, if I show any of them the benefits, then the others will come around.
Gotta eat healthy.
This meal can make me stronger?
Stronger, healthier, more resistant. There are all sorts of benefits depending on how I prepare it. You vary your diet, you benefit from the different properties of the food. Look at the Oseram. They drink all that beer and come out barrel-shaped. So why is it so hard to believe that food could change you in other ways?
Diet. Old DrMick's going to use this as a chance to discuss the importance of diet as it relates to your mental health, because they are connected. When people, particularly with something like depression, people will sometimes get frustrated when therapists ask basic questions along the lines of, have you been showering? Have you been sleeping? Have you been drinking water? Have you been eating? If you've been eating, what have you been eating? You are a biological bag. That is what your body is. The food you eat and how you take care of that absolutely 1000% has an impact on your mental health. So the way you eat matters. And when you say to a therapist, if you're depressed, that you haven't been eating, or you've been eating a bunch of junk food that has a lot of empty calories in it, that is going to catalyze your depression. You might get a little dopamine hit if you eat some McDonald's, but ultimately, it's going to make you feel worse. And we feel depression, anxiety, etc., in our body. So when you screw with your body via what you put into it, it can perpetuate some of these things. And so when you're depressed, it can seem like it's very difficult to get up and cook something that's healthy or put a salad together. Sometimes it's easier just to stop at McDonald's or grab a candy bar or a bag of chips or whatever. And yeah, that is easier, but it's not giving you the type of nutrients you need, nor is it supporting your physiological health in a way that's going to help your depression. So one of the not easiest, but one of the more basic ways that you can address something like depression is by doing your best to eat healthier and to avoid junk. One of the easiest ones is to stop drinking soda. Like literally, when people stop drinking soda, it makes a huge difference. You cannot believe the astronomical amounts of sugar that are in soda. Something that small. Drink water instead can start to make a difference. Take a shower, even if it seems like you don't deserve it or don't want to. You have to treat your body the way that it deserves to be treated in an objective sense, not in the, like, you know, I deserve to treat my body like shit because I'm a piece of shit kind of way. Like, if you treat your body like you're a piece of shit, you're going to feel like a piece of shit. And it's a perpetuating cycle. So, you know, I realize that she's not talking about depression or anything like that, but when she says that what you eat matters and is going to affect the way that you show up, like, it's true. There is a reason that every therapist, when they are confronted with depression, will ask you what you're eating and how you're taking care of yourself and how you're moving your body around, because it matters. I really can't emphasize it enough. You've got to take the steps to address that if it's something that you struggle with. Get the junk food out of your house. Throw it away. Order healthier food online if you can't help yourself when you're at the grocery store. The reality is, I guarantee you there's at least a couple people watching this live and watching the VOD who are saying, but DrMick, I can't help myself. Yes, you can. If you want to address your depression, if you want to address your eating, you absolutely can do something different. Nobody's walking into a grocery store with you holding a gun to your head telling you you have to take ho-hos off the shelf. Nobody's doing that. You could choose to grab something healthier. You could choose to jump on the internet and look up some easy, healthy recipes that don't cost too much money. You could do that right now. In fact, if this is something you struggle with, I encourage you to pause this video right now and go do that. You're already on YouTube. It really can make a difference, friends. It really can. And it's a reason why therapists say it. We're not saying it to be invalidating. We're not doing the whole, did you turn your computer off and turn it back on again kind of thing. There is real validity to changing your eating habits for the better. And sometimes it means eliminating stuff, and sometimes it means adding stuff. So I don't often get an opportunity to really talk about that. But so I want to use this as an opportunity to do that if anybody out there needs to hear it.
What else are you selling?
Dining delights, tastes of heaven, and meals to make a warrior of you. A better warrior of you.
What ingredients do you need?
Some bird meat and a little mystery ingredient.
If it stays a mystery, I won't be able to get it for you.
Wild bird's eggs. These soldiers won't touch them. They claim warriors only eat meat. But a true warrior takes every advantage.
Agreed.
I'll get you those ingredients.
See, Hakata? True soldiers aren't cowards in the kitchen. You can get the eggs from the island in Desert's Tier, the lake just outside the walls. As for the meat, plenty of birds feed in the grasses around the shores. Bring the ingredients back here, and you'll get that meal for free.
Hell yeah. Gotta say, when Tallneck rocked the double mohawk style, it makes me think of clown hair. Me too. Not a huge fan of the Tallneck aesthetic, but that's okay. Alright. I do...
You, Outlander.
am interested in... Well, first of all, buying some more of these. But I want to buy... I want to check out some of the other armor. That's the potion person. If there even is an armor person around here, I would think that there would be. But maybe not.
I'm ready to trade.
I'm gonna wreck your shop. I hope you're okay with that.
You do that everywhere you go? Well, I guess we can use it for storage. That doesn't make you eligible for a discount.
I love that that guy acknowledged that that just happened. I thank God. That's so good. Because, like, I just walk into your store, just rip your walls down. Whoa, you do that everywhere you go? Oh, God. Oh, there's a black box in here. Wow.
Engines 1 and 2. You gonna pass me that bottle?
You really think these soldiers can hold back those combat machines?
Well, this was always gonna be a one-way trip, so I guess they're gonna have to. To enduring victory?
To Zero Dawn, whatever the hell it is.
Oh, well, any chance it's an ice machine? This drink's warm.
I guess everyone found their own way to deal with the end. There's another locator beacon
like a
in the same
Gogurt.
frequency.
He likes to bite it, so you gotta sort of squeeze it up and then let him try to lick it.
You need supplies?
Alright, let's go get these eggs. Is that Ally? Yeah, Ally just got on. If you give some to Jack, he licks it. He's a little better about it. But Jiro's gonna follow you around like a madman. No, we just got these today from somebody. Bard sent us a care package of treats.
There should be goose eggs on this island, if I can find the nests.
All right, goose eggs. Let's find them. Hey, there we go.
That's one.
One? There were like 5 in there.
A wide maw is one way to protect your nest. I can't override that wide maw yet. I need more parts to fix the data I have. There must be another nest. That's another egg.
You mad, bro? Shoot your big old ass right here, yeah.
Find those eggs.
There you go. Okay.
Maybe try my focus. There must be a way to scrap the wide maw. Try and scrap me.
Oh, what a shot. Yeah. While I look for these eggs, watch my wife feed my cats treats.
Got one.
If you want to send my cats toys and treats, hit up my P.O. box.
Hey! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Jiro's a dick, man.
It really is.
My pack's full. I can get it from my stash later. I
It.
think there's a nest on that smaller island.
Oh, smaller island to the north.
Okay, you don't get any more. Oh, here we go. This works.
Careful to put them on your
That's
hands,
all the
because if
eggs.
you do that,
Now
they'll
I just need
bite
the
your
bird
hands
meat.
like crazy.
Hero. Hero, come look this side. Hero.
Hey, YouTube, thanks for being here. I appreciate you all a lot. And those of you that are here with me live on Twitch, appreciate you as well. Thanks for making your way through this playthrough with me.
I should find
I hope
birds
you're
here.
enjoying it.
Let's get the meat that cook wanted.
Hero.
All right, shoot the birdies. Where are the birdies? Pigeon?
Hey. Hey. Do not growl at me.
Oh, what a shot. These Pharaoh robots just chilling here are always
Machine
so
resistant to fire.
ominous. SpongeBob! Thank you for the 19 months. Cats are distracting me from the game. Of course they are. Because no matter how good this game is, kitties are always more exciting. Come on, get through there, Aloy. Yeah. Why are we murking birds? Because that lady at the camp wants us to find the ingredients for the stew that she's trying to get the warriors to eat. And since none of them want to touch the eggs or hunt birds, we have to do it for them. Corp Wars Hollow Card Game. News item, data corruption partial. This week we're playing through Corp Wars, the new collectible hollow card deck builder. The game's core set lets you choose a corporation and build up forces from a wide variety of authentic combat robots. You can then add expansions that include rare operational types, prototypes, and resource maps. For this playthrough, we combined the core set with 2 Pharaoh expansions. Ugh. Let's start by saying Corpo Wars is basic to mid-range complexity, but once you've learned the rule set, I'd say there's enough tactical and strategic scope to engage any level of player. You can run a quick game in 10 to 15 minutes with variant rules, pushing out to 30 to 45 minutes. If you're willing to lay down some cash on booster packs and expansions, you'll have a shot at picking up rare cards and special editions. Corp Wars cards are already hitting collector spheres at above market prices, so this could be an investment opportunity as well as data corrupted. Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's do that. Let's play that. Corpo Wars. Corp Wars or whatever. Yeesh.
I want to be Pharaoh.
All right, where the hell are these damn birds at? All right, here we go. You see Canadian geese are still a thing. Birdie. Birdie, birdie. Boom. Okay. Four out of 6. No, don't call your friends. Honestly, as long as I don't have to fight that Glint Hawk over there, I'm good. Five out of 6. Come on, one more, one more, one more. I could go get the one that fell in the water, I guess. We'll call it a day. Look at that. Look at that Tallneck out there that we freed.
I have everything I need for that cook and salt bite. Let's see if her recipe can help me out.
Alright. Good shit. Let's go get this campfire up here, and then we'll go back there. Get our... We got a stew going.
Can't let the cold distract me.
Fast travel to... Oh, are you kidding me, dude? Of course I forget to activate the freaking campfire out there. Alright, guess we're going the long way. Nope. Nope. Out! Maximo, thank you for the 16 months. Much appreciated. I like stew a lot, actually. I did too. Really good stew. Carl Withers likes stew too. Baby, you got a stew going. It'd be an amazing item to come across. It would be cool if you came across a pack of trading cards from Corp Wars. Yeah, absolutely. gators. I got no quarrel with you.
Well, it's corrupted, but I can fix it if I help them with parts.
Stay. Okay. Give me some of that salt bite stew.
Fakata, be ready. It's time for us to prepare the chef's special.
How did you know I had your ingredients?
Every cook worth their salt can read people as well as they can cuts of meat. Fakata, let us work our magic.
Just
May
stood
the
there and
courage
ate
of your
right in front of her.
stomach bring you victory in battle. We'll be here whenever you desire more delicacies. And your next meal will be on the house.
Thanks.
So, Hakata.
All right. If that Nora will risk the chef's special, I will try it. But if that slime sickens me...
It's your whining that turns stomachs around here, Hakata. But this meal will put that right. You'll be eating your way to victory.
Cook's right. Those meals could give me an advantage. Maybe I should pick some up before I go.
I want to go here because I don't remember what quest that is, but she and Salt Bay for earlier should meet. Yeah, they get along well. Yeah. What should we name my big ass Bristle Bay? Stupid gator. Yeah, get out of the way. Fred. This is Fred. Frank the Tank. Jonathan. This is Jonathan. Jonathan, my bristle.
What data I have on Cauldrons before I can override them.
Okay. So how does one do that? I gotta just like kill you? Plowhorn, horn. Oh, okay. Run away. Ah! Ah! Frank, get your brother under control. Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. We're gonna name that one Gwyneth for all the goop it's pouring all over me. You know what I'm saying? Oh god. Oh god. Who invited you, Bristleback? Wow, okay, holy shit. Boys, alright. Alright, let's chill out. Chill out a little bit here, huh? In a little. Holy crap.
I'd better loot all the carcasses here. Might have the parts I need.
Plowhorn override. Oh, so I can ride a Triceratops then. Oh, but then I can absolutely name my Triceratops Gwyneth. Like I think old Frank here might be donezo after we can do that. What's up, DL? Hi, Victoria. Oh, it's another one of these stupid ass things. Stupid ass things. I gotta figure out how to get past those. I said those things are annoying to me. Pitmaster's the only thing we have there. I suppose we could go take Poseidon back to Gaia. Got any rumors for me? Ooh, you do. Damn. Stand in this very particular spot before I tell you about your rumor. Okay, there we go.
Be careful if you're traveling southwest, champion. Rebels have set up camp in the hills. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to dig your grave.
Thanks for the warning.
Okay.
Sounds like the Danath could use a hand dealing with these rebels.
Y'all got a workbench over here? Ooh, maybe? No.
Like this? Oh,
hey!
You're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha. They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy!
Little concrete
Aaron,
beach party.
You're all better. And you're here.
Varl said you might need some help after all. Doing, complicated things.
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
Ooh. A little awkward there between Aloy and Aaron.
And I delivered your message to Talana. She headed for that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest.
I wouldn't have taught you the song if I didn't like the way you sing it.
So you like hearing me butcher Utaru music?
I sure don't. You sound like a dying long leg.
Wow, this place is starting to come alive.
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got from your focus into that archive room. With the focuses you gave us, we'll be able to access it at our own pace. You know, learn and train. And if you need us, we'll be there to fight at your side.
Got it. Thanks, Varl. How's, training with Zoe?
You know we really are training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. You sure would, bud.
You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
So this is interesting because Varl is picking up on this very quickly because they have a plethora of information available to them. And Aloy has a bit of a weird vibe. I don't know if you guys can feel it, but you could feel it when she saw Erend, and it's coming out a little bit in this conversation with Varl. I'm going to try my best to explain this without going on for too long. Aloy very obviously still struggles with the idea that she needs help with this mission. And we talked extensively about the fact that she grew up doing everything by herself as an outcast and everything else, so it's very hard for her to accept the help of others. That's all a given. But one of the things that served as a catalyst for her perpetuation of the lone wolf mentality was that she was the only one that had information about Gaia, about the world before, about Hades, about all of this stuff. And as a result of that, she could always fall back on the idea that Varl, Erend, everybody else just couldn't keep up and didn't know anything about this, thus making it that much more dangerous to carry them around with her because they just don't really know what's going on and they're dead weight. Well, the problem is she's going to have some dissonant experience here because in one way, having all of them start to understand the things that she understands is validating and feels really good to know that she's not alone in this, but it also diminishes her ability to use it as an excuse not to bring them along. So the more informed that Varl and Erend and everybody get about this stuff, the more they keep up with Aloy and catch up, the more she's going to have to confront the idea that they really can come along. And she, by allowing them to continue to get used to this stuff, is inviting that. So it will be interesting to see the way that Aloy responds to this, because on one hand, it's very helpful for them to know this. On another hand, it means that they really are now sunk into this. Maybe not quite as much as she is, but closer than anybody else. And she can't just keep falling back on that excuse anymore of like, well, I know more about this than you do. I mean, Varl's already teaching Erend how to use the focus. That's really impressive. So, going to be interesting to watch Aloy as this happens, because you can just see it bubbling.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still, the tribe settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
Let's hope that's enough.
Is it possible that she's scared that they'll become another Silence? I doubt that. No. In order to become another Silence, they would have to show a propensity for, like, narcissism and ruthlessness and all this stuff. Like, Silence is seeking knowledge for the sake of knowledge. Varl and Erend and Zoe are seeking knowledge for the sake of trying to assist Aloy in her journey. So, I mean, maybe if you asked Aloy, I suppose she could say, I'm worried they become another Silence. But Silence holds a position of power over her because he has information she doesn't have. And he has, like, ostensibly has power because he knows what he's doing with this. Whereas she's in a one-up position relative to Varl and everybody else because she has more information. So I don't know that I would get on board with that hypothesis, but it's an interesting question.
I'm guessing Tallneck didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready. How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Erend definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
Think you can hold the fort while I'm gone?
If Erend stops listening to the same music over and over again, maybe. We'll be fine.
Little concrete beach party on the surround sound. I get it. What do you got for me, Zoe?
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this.
It is so unbelievably fascinating to hear her say that. And it sort of speaks to sometimes how people think that they're different than everybody else. Like, we could have said, Aloy did basically say the same thing about Zoe way back when she came on board. Like, oh, they couldn't possibly grasp this. I mean, that's the exact same mentality that Aloy's been carrying in. People couldn't possibly grasp this. Well, look, there's 3 people sitting in this facility right now who are grasping it. So if Zoe is able to start understanding it, it stands to reason that others could start to understand it. She may just have to chip away at it by going with the individuals instead of, you don't want to stand up in front of everybody at the Capitol and say, hey guys, check out all this crazy ass shit that you have absolutely no template for. Like, that wouldn't work. But she absolutely could disseminate this information to various individuals who trust her. It worked for us, worked for Aloy. It could work for her too. And it's so interesting the ways in which when people start to get entrenched in something, whether it's like a skill or knowledge or information or whatever, they start to believe that they are somehow different than the other people as a way to like differentiate themselves from the group. Like, Zoe assuming that of the group is immediately stymieing any progress we could make with the entire world here getting on board with what it is that happened. Like, there's nothing about this that is impossible to understand. It just takes a lot of information and exposure and overriding of all the crap that everybody's been believing up until this point. But it's fascinating to me that she would just immediately be like, nah, they're not going to be able to take it in. No way. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want people making assumptions like that about me before even giving me a shot at it.
No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
Which is fine. If she wants to do that, cool, but...
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here, it is humbling, to say the least, and heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
Yeah.
Sounds like you met my friend Tallneck.
Yes. The Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids, but Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah. She's one of the good ones. Trust me. So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tallneck?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tallneck looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tallneck saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tallneck with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tallneck would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I believe I've met them already.
Mm-hmm.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
Alrighty.
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
Sounds like we're pretty similar, Zoe.
Right, I should probably go.
I shall return to our training then.
Oh, dude. Get out of here.
Oh,
I thought I was watching.
I thought he was on the couch.
My cat literally just jumped into my garbage can. All right. We'll talk to our boy Erend at the beginning of part 21, because I'm sure he's probably got a lot to say. So, thank you so much, my friends, for taking the time out of your day to watch part 20. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm sure 21 is going to have a lot to offer us because we got a lot of character development coming on, and we also get to give Poseidon to Gaia and then decide what we're going to do next. So I'm really excited because the beginning of the next one will be excellent. As always, I'm appreciative of your presence. Leave a like, leave a comment, check the links down below, share this with your friends. Those of you that financially support the stream, thank you so much for doing that. I am really grateful for your support in that regard. It helps me do things like pay my editor and all that stuff. So thanks in advance for that. And again, thank you for just all of the engagement around these videos and supporting what I do. If you're waiting for the next one to come out, we'll get it out as soon as we can. If we're binging, I'll see you in the next episode. Adios, friends.